All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another month in Pro Wrestling Heartland slash Great Lakes Wrestling. I believe that just started last month. Yep. So we had our first official Great Lakes Wrestling show last month. 107 people showing up for that. But then we also have Pro Wrestling Heartland. We had 130 for that. So we're doing a-okay, honestly. We're still moving up, and we're making decent money. I mean, that's what happens when you have a bunch of cheap workers that nobody really knows. I'm trying to think. Even some of the best people, 12, 15. Okay, that's not, I guess that's the upside, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. We got Heartland Wrestling Live Saturday week 2, Great Lakes Wrestling Live Saturday week 4. That probably won't. Yeah, Wednesday week 2's the big show for Southern Pro Wrestling, so I'm not really going to worry too much about that, but we'll just go ahead and get moved directly on over. It's the one upside to the fact that all of this is just has not much anything to actually do, is we're able to move this pretty quickly. Let's see here. 150 fans at the Loomis Plantation. That's a sellout. I was sitting here thinking, as I think I have the money to make my own small venue, like a 500 seat, like a 500 person venue, like a large studio. I thought about. I mean, we'd eventually make enough money to have two different studios. Might not be too bad of an idea, considering I don't think we're gonna get super big super quickly. I don't know. Then we kind of at least have sort of a home, but I don't know if that's a great use of our investment money. It might be a good idea, but yeah, like I said, do like a 500 seat venue. It's $12,000. Put it in there. Maybe something to think about. Maybe we wait a month or two until we have 24 grand and we have enough to build it in two different areas so that they can each have their own studios at the same time. That might be an idea. Francis Kurtz and Eddie Roberts have been... why? All right, that's fine. No, not Lincoln. Say maybe this is an idea that we should have our own. See, higher cost is only $200, which means we'd have to run a lot of shows. Because I think even with the 40% savings, even right now, it'd still be $120. So we save $80 a show. I don't know. Might still be a good idea. Then at least we have a home. That might help. You can put more importance on it, and yeah, it might be an idea. All right, let's see. Get to the Midwest and see what the hell was I doing. You see, I took a lot of time to try to. I've worked very hard on Vertigo and Idol Pro, and I've completely, even after making a workbook so that I could pre-book shit, I still didn't end up doing it anyway, which is fine because we do hour and a half shows anyway, once a month with this, so it's not a huge deal. I just need to know what the hell I'm doing. All right, so we lynched Grayson Foley in the last show. Let's see here. Role of Crimson Bear, Nino out, Seals and Nobby Charles the last month. He faced the tag match, so we did that. So we did the Sheriff Casper Enforcer thing. So you know what? I think I see Joe Freer and Regan Youngblood. I feel like we should have them. Uh-oh. I didn't even see incidents. Oh, boy. Yuko Ida, Nate Blackwell. Forced to shake another. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I feel like putting them out there is a good idea. In fact, I feel like what I could do is I've had tag teams. I should really maybe add some of these tag teams. Oh, so these are some of the tag teams they have. Yeah, so we've been working on Yuko Ida and Shinya Nanako. It could be a unit. Auto name Ida and Nanako. And we'll just add that. I'm thinking AC Peck and Trent Tubbs are usually around. And let me see here. We just added. Oh, who was it? We have Kurtz and. Is it Kurtz and Ponce that we usually do? That's another one. Pretty sure that's I'm pretty sure that's right. Francisco Kurtz Ponce, yeah, because Frito Nunes is his own guy. And now we've added Sheriff Casper and the Enforcer. I don't have any great names for them, but you know what? At least we can remember exactly who our sort of our tag teams are. I don't know why I haven't done that in a while, but nonetheless, Sheriff Casper and the Enforcer. Oh, you know what? I forgot Freer and Youngblood. They're not really a tag team, but I should probably add them anyway. Ida, Nanako, Kurtz and Ponce. Peck and Tubbs, I would say, is individuals. Maybe a unit. We'll make him a unit. But, Joe Freer and Regan Youngblood, but they are definitely individuals who just team up every once in a while. All right. So I feel like with this new team, I feel like we need to put them out there. I feel like Kurtz and Ponce. Let me see who they were with here. So we had Mr. Fantastic beat. Okay, so they're doing their own thing right now. I can maybe make it work. Here we go. I think Enforcer can't work very. Yeah, he can only work about an 8-minute match maybe. With that 27. Let's see here. Let's do. You know what? Sheriff Casper going over. I feel like maybe Casper shouldn't go over. Maybe we have Kurtz go over with cheating. Open match will make it a tainted win. And yeah. Partner miss. I think everything, yeah, just by tainted finish, they'll end up having some cheating anyway. Oh man, even an 8-minute match is too much for him? 7's too much? Really? Like, there you go. Jesus Christ. I was wondering what the hell that was going to be. Okay, show history. We've got... Yeah, so they're going to have a thing. They'll probably call out Mr. Fantastic to do some sort of rematch. Blackwell, Nanako, Ida, Eddie Roberts, Steven Schefter, AC Peck. Blackwell. All right, so maybe AC Peck fights. You know what? When was the last time he defended the belt? He defended it 2 months ago against Lance Whitfield. So you know what? We might put AC Peck in there with... Jack Seals would be terrible, but how about we have... we could build a story around him facing either Nanako or Ida for a shot at Nate Blackwell. That might be a good idea. So we got AC Peck. Let's see here. Who should do it? I'm thinking Shinya Nanako. $75 stamina and 63 stamina. So I think that's probably good for us. We're maxing out at like 16 minutes. That's going to be the most we can get out of that. But I think AC Peck being a challenger for it could work. We'll open match it. Let's do a decisive win. And I think, let's see. We'll have a yeah, even with that, we'll still have Yuko Ida ringside. And I think yeah, he'll accidentally hit Nanako. Oh God, really? All right, we're gonna figure out the most. There we go. All right. That works. Let's see. So we have Casper, Kurtz. Okay, so we got the Francisco Kurtz thing. That's its own thing. Ooh. I'm thinking we put Who would be better between Foley and... I feel like Nino Apodaca, even though he has sort of a slightly different gimmick, I wonder if we could build him up as a face. And I wonder if we could... let me see here. Grayson Foley having his thing there. Nino Apodaca facing Wildman Rocco. I think that's something we could do. 64. So I'm just going to say 14 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 14. But I think the idea is we could transition this into some sort of a gimmick match. I think if Seals choked out Foley with a rope with Apodaca involved, I'm not sure. The idea should be we could use Foley versus Seals. I almost want to transition that into Apodaca versus Seals. Because I think Foley's what's his I don't like the personality type of him, but I think he still puts on pretty good matches. Yeah, Foley and Apodaca put on pretty much similar matches. You see a 14 here. He still had a 30. So I guess it doesn't matter that much. When he's in there with not so great people. So realistically, Foley should probably be the guy, and it makes a lot of sense. So we can make something work with that. And let's see. So we got the Blackwell thing with AC Peck. We got the Kurt stuff. Casper and Enforcer. We've got Seals. Well, I guess this thing has been with Nino and Seals, even though he choked Foley out. But we can work towards something next month between them. I'm thinking, especially with the rope and all that, we could do a bull rope match. God only knows when a bull rope match was actually invented. I think Johnny Watson needs to be out there as to who he faces and who he teams with. Obviously, we also have Nate Blackwell, who is our champion, who needs to go out there. Did you miss a lot? Not a lot. I've only booked, 3 shows so far. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do everything here. Let's see. I'm thinking... We could have Watson team with... We could run a tag match. Let's exclude who's already booked, just so I know who's there. Watson can team with Schaffner. And we'll have them beat somebody. Rolo and... well, Crimson Bear has more momentum, so maybe we can make that work. Just as a good way to get Watson out there, get him wrestling. We can get Schaffner a little bit of momentum. It only has to go like 11. With a 49, that's not going to do very well either. Let's do like 10 minutes. We'll see if we can get 10 minutes out of this. But we'll get Schaffner in there to get the win. We won't go open, but we will go decisive. There you go. That way we can move a few of that. Yeah, that should be fine, because then we can have our champion. We could have Blackwell out for a non-wrestling thing, especially considering we're building AC Peck and Nanako around the idea of facing Blackwell. I feel like we could do one more match. We can jam one more match in there. I think we can make something work here, like a Joe Freer versus How about Eddie Roberts? They've kind of had a bit of a feud on and off. One win, 5 losses. Jesus Christ. I've only had him and Schaffner beat Kurtz and Ponce. All right, that'll be fine. He's got 10s. He's got a... Well, you know what? I could almost do some sort of roll-up here. Have this be kind of a shocking win. We go 9 minutes, 62 stamina. Yeah, that's about the most. We'd be able to go a little bit further, but what if we get Eddie Roberts? Because we need kind of something for Freer. They had been doing a little bit, but yeah, open match. We'll make it a decisive win and a flash pinfall victory. But we'll I'll keep Joe Freer strong though. There you go. All right, so we will build around this. Casper and Enforcer versus Kurtz and Ponce. Let me look if there's any teams I should put them up against at some point. Ida and Nanako, Freer and Youngblood. We'll figure something out. I feel like they're all kind of feel like they're all being used for different things already. But all right. Can we bring somebody out? I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else over here that I want to use. That'll be fine. Okay. So Sheriff Casper and the Enforcer. And we'll do Regan Youngblood. Casper compliments Enforcer on his new role. Regan out to assault both with what could he use? I was gonna say, what's a very 1920s weapon to use? Well, list of 20. There you go. Weapons in the 1920s. What can he use besides just guns? Baseball bat? That sounds... Oh my god, a fucking ice pick? Oh shit. Is that what we're gonna do for our serial killer? A billy club? Yeah. I don't know if we've done baseball, but I feel like Regan Youngblood is supposed to be our borderline serial killer character. The idea of an ice pick. Oh my god. We'll just do a bat for right now. But I feel like we're going to have to, some brass knuckle. You know what? Yeah. You know, I'll just call them dusters. Isn't that what they... Knuckle dusters? There you go. That's a good idea. I was thinking like some basic Mafia weapons. It'd be good if I've played Mafia at any point in the last, like, I don't know, 9 years. I don't think I've played Mafia 2 since like 2011. We'll do the ice pick later. We'll have to insert. I feel like for Regan, we definitely need to do the ice pick though. But I feel like we're not quite there. Maybe we'll introduce that in Chicago with one of the guys there. But nonetheless, I think we could use the selling for both of that. Minor defeats, I'd say. Definitely in a minor success. There. Saw the last WMMA episode on YouTube. That was a lot of fun. That was... Of course, I knew it was going to be fun with the names and the tournament format. And yeah. Al Capone in the crowd. Let's see here. Joe Freer. What'd I have him do? Did I just have him lose? Yeah. Joe Freer. Freer out. Laughs over Casper's problems with Regan. Tells him he can only hope to survive. Just the very idea that he's just like, hey man, I can't control this guy. I've worked with him, but there's only so much we could do. I think Dirty Bob's still on the roster. I didn't even mention that, how I actually saw like I think it was like top 10 dirtiest moments or dirtiest fighters or whatever in MMA, and I got to see what made Bob Schreiber Dirty Bob Schreiber, and it's like, oh shit, okay. So the man just like basically lost a fight, and towards the end of the fight ended up kicking the dude in the head while he's down, just stomping on it. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit more than just dirty. That's borderline assault. Let's see here. I think I do have I forget his name, the crossdresser dude, but I'm pretty sure I still have him. Let's see here. Eddie, there we go. Freer is beside himself, arguing with the ref as Eddie celebrates Freer assaults ref. I think that's an idea. So fighting and his charisma, I guess. I'd say a minor success, sort of. Because Freer's getting the one up on someone who's not a wrestler, but still. Here we go. I mean, we still got plenty of drunk uncles, but yeah. It is, you can see where the because now we're in 2003, you could just see the evolution of MMA from the realm of drunk uncles to like actual fighters. And as the fat drunk uncles of MMA get phased out eventually, we'll have to keep them around for a while. Nino Apodaca, we need him. Talkie. All right. Nino pre-match. Says Steels crossed the line last month with Foley and wants to end this. And microphone, minor success. How good is Nino Apodaca on the mic? Not terrific, but you know what? I might just let him go. In fact, I feel like he could probably go 3 minutes with that. Put that up here. Put that up there. Yeah, I know. We get the rare guy like Nogueira or Carlos Newton, and that's just all it's gonna be in like 5 years. Lose those two clans. No, they still show up. I mean, they're less they're generally less spurgy than they used to be, but I feel like they just, yeah, Okada and Panda still show up. I just feel like they get very excitable, and I think once you verbally smack them with a newspaper, they're like, all right. So we need Seals out here. Jack Seals, Nino Apodaca. Seals out with a rope. Nino. Let's see. Since he likes using it, next month will be bull rope match. There you go. So he didn't quite assault him, but Seals looks like he should have a little bit of menace to him. He's got a little bit of menace. And yeah, he'll use his menace. Here we go. Drop that there. Let's see. Give me a minute. Oh, my water's getting close to out. I didn't think I'd be up this late. Well, I guess I'm not really up this late. I was just very tired. Did not have nearly as much sleep as I thought I would get. And I'm just kind of looking at this. I ended up taking a nap when I got home, and that nap was like 3 hours long. I think I was asleep by like 7, and then I wake up and it's like 10:30, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, okay. I mean, the upside is I don't have to go to work till 9, so I've got time to go back and nap again. Try to reset my my body here. Watson could come out for a promo, but I think we need to have AC Peck. Let me see. What did I have with Peck? Here we go. Okay. I think we'll open a show with AC Peck, Nate Blackwell. Nate calls out Blackwell for beatdown for we'll just put last month. Blackwell says he'll face Peck if he wins tonight's main event. We'll just put tonight's main. 5 minutes. 5 minutes start, I guess. Microphone. There you go. Set it up in the opener. That way, Johnny Watson can just come out and talk. Johnny Watson, Steven Schaffner. Whitfield's still doing Whitfield, yeah, but Whitfield now that Whitfield is in a one of our other promotions, yeah, I don't remember what I did with him in Great Lakes. I'll have to see, but I'm definitely building him up to be one of the challengers for the belt out there. Watson and Schaffner out. Greet the crowd. Thank them. Just white meat baby faces. That's all I really care about. And also get the mic time. Can Schaffner talk? I feel like Schaffner couldn't talk. Schaffner can't really talk. Irrepressible. Oh, okay. Maybe if we give him more mic time. Not to mention, we're a very low tier promotion as it is, so I'm not really too worried. Let's do Johnny Watson. And you know what? We'll do Mr. Fantastic. Watson feels he's getting... I was going to say getting his groove back, but let's do momentum back. Fantastic out. Brags about his win last month. Wants challenge. Yeah. Oh. Ah. Yeah, we'll just do that. All right. Microphone. Minor successes there. There we go. Drop that right there. All right. So we'll have Nate Blackwell out with Shinya Nanako and Yuko Ida. Blackwell out with Nanako and Ida. Claims Peck is in over his head. There you go. We'll just do microphone, and they won't even talk, but they'll be there to rub off on the champion success. AC Peck, Nate Blackwell. Peck celebrates. As Blackwell gets into the ring to face off with him and the championship. So that is all right. We need to start shaving some time off, I think. But nonetheless, actually we'll use charisma for both of them. Builds that up. All right. Shave time off. Here we go. We're going to have to make things quick. There you go. There you go. Oh my God. I wonder if we can we make that 11? All right. That one is maxed. That one might not be maxed. It is maxed. Let's see here. 11. 12. All right, I hit it, but I'll just add like one more over here. There you go. 92 minutes. Good. We did it. We hit an hour and a half, and we hit our ratios. Only had a few people we didn't use, which is fine. At least one or two of them we weren't going to use anyway. I could maybe put, let's say like, here, we'll put Astonishing Squirrel and, what is it? Carl Mulheron. There you go. Pre-show 8-minute match. Squirrel wins. There you go. Done. All right. Booking analysis. AC Peck is slight. That's all right. It's fine. All right. Let's roll it. All right. Starting off here, 138 people showed up for Heartland Wrestling Live. Once again, here we have a little bit of a pre-show warm-up the crowd match. Astonishing Squirrel beating Carl Moheran by half crab in just under 8 minutes. But we start off the show with AC Peck coming out, and he calls out Nate Blackwell for his assault on Trent Tubbs and himself. And it basically says he wants to face him. And Blackwell says that he will get to face him next month if he wins tonight's main event against Shinya Nanako. In fact, Nate Blackwell is very confident that he would beat AC Peck anyway. That he says, hell, even if you win and you get to face me next month, I'll put the title on the line. So Peck has that to look forward to in the main event. We have Sheriff's Casper coming out with the Enforcer, now that they're a bit of a sheriff and deputy tag team facing off against Francisco Kurtz and Dylan Ponce. And it goes just over 6 minutes, and Kurtz ends up cheating a bit there with Ponce, distracts him to use the ropes for leverage and get the victory. So already not a great start. They did well last month. But now that they're an official team, Kurtz and Ponce, who are, of course, very big cheaters, continuing to do so, and this time being successful against a new tag team. And Casper, though, compliments Enforcer on his new role despite their loss, and says that they seem to be doing decently well already. And they'll have to take on Kurtz and Ponce again. But then we get Regan Youngblood coming out, and he's got knuckle dusters on and punches them both. In fact, busts open Sheriff Casper with it. And then we get security coming out to deal with Youngblood as he walks out with the brass knuckles on his fingers still. And Joe Freer comes out afterwards because he's got a match, and as he watches Casper and Enforcer get helped out, he laughs over their problems with Regan and says, hey, he's a wild guy, even though he's friends with me, and we sometimes work together. I'm not capable of keeping him in line. So the only thing he tells Casper that he can do is just try to survive, because Regan will only get worse and worse as this goes. We get Joe Freer taking on Eddie Roberts, and goes just under 11 minutes, and Freer ends up getting a blown eardrum. Jesus. But yeah, it didn't seem to have too much going on, but Roberts ends up distracting Freer with the referee, and ends up getting a roll up, and Freer is beside himself afterwards. Yeah, I got the blown eardrum. He is very upset and arguing with the referee as Eddie Roberts celebrates with the crowd. And as Roberts leaves, Freer is still arguing with the referee, and eventually punches the referee in the face, and that prompts security to come out once again and get Freer out of the ring. We get Nino Apodaca coming out for his match. He talks about Jack Seals at the end of the last show. The Seals crossed the line by choking out Grayson Foley with a rope and attempting to lynch him in the ring, and says he wants to end this with Jack Seals once and for all. He said that Seals came in here with good intentions, but he seemed to have forgotten what those intentions were now and is back to his outlaw ways. And he faces Wildman Rocco, who was a part of that last month. Goes just under 15 minutes. And Apodaca gets the crossface chicken wing in and submits Rocco. Well, actually, let's say Rocco just ends up passing out. Rocco doesn't tap, but the referee has no choice but to find a passed out Rocco and stop the match. And with that, Jack Seals comes sneaking out with a rope once again in his hand, looking like he's going to try to lynch Nino. But Nino ends up turning around and sees him. And Seals sort of backs off a little bit as Nino's ready to fight him. But he says since Jack Seals likes using the rope so much, then they'll put it to some good use next month. And challenges him to a bull rope match. And we will get Jack Seals and Nino Apodaca next month in a bull rope match. And we get Johnny Watson coming out with Steven Shafter. They greet the crowd, thank them for being here. Just a basic little, thank you for coming and continuing to support Heartland for the few people that are here and giving us money. They face Rololov and Crimson Bear. Goes just under 12 minutes. Schaffner hits a running bulldog on Crimson Bear and gets the win. So Watson and let's see. Schaffner still, didn't really do all that great. Rololov's doing a lot better though, so that's pretty good. I didn't think he was a 27 overall wrestler, but there you go. Watson tells the crowd again he feels like after his loss to Whitfield, he's been getting his momentum back in the last few months. And he's feeling a lot better. Feels like he can start challenging for the title again. And this brings out Mr. Fantastic, who got a upset win. I think it was against Kurtz. I forget who it was. I can't quite remember now that I think about it. I'll have to look about it. But he brags about his win. Oh, let's see. Now I'm going to look. Who did he beat? Yeah, he did beat Francisco Kurtz. Okay. So he says that, he brags about it, and he says he wants a bigger challenge and challenges Johnny Watson next month and feels that he can take on the best now. We get to our main event. Nate Blackwell comes out with Shinya Nanako and Yuko Ida behind him and insults AC Peck. He says that, he's going to be put on the shelf, much like his good friend Trent Tubbs is, and says that Peck is in over his head tonight as, chasing becoming world champion is just not something attainable for Peck. He's a moonshine runner, and he's a party guy, and everybody likes him, but he's just not a world champion. And we get AC Peck in the main event. And we have Shinya Nanako. It goes just over 15 minutes. Yuko Ida tries to interfere on Nanako's behalf. It doesn't work as, Trent Tubbs does end up coming down here with Peck. And nonetheless, after Ida accidentally hits Nanako, that prompts Tubbs to get involved and go after Ida. That allows AC Peck to go up to the top rope, hit a big splash from the top rope. Very exciting stuff, especially at 1920. And pinned Shinya Nanako. And AC Peck, with that, much like Nate Blackwell promised, will be defending the Heartland World Championship next month against AC Peck. He celebrates. Nate Blackwell gets in the ring. He faces off with him with the championship. And AC Peck will get to challenge the world champion. There we go. Should we expect Vertex Idol anytime soon as a double promotion experiment failed? It has definitely not failed. It's just, I think it's not even like a time constraints thing. I think it's just the fact that I've been streaming a lot less because I've had a lot more stuff to deal with. Like my whole weekend, especially last weekend, I was sitting here thinking, man, it'd be a great time to stream. But then Yeah, especially these last couple of weekends. I haven't really talked about it too much, but I helped out my dad a lot Saturday because he'd been in the hospital the last week. So yeah, that's taken up some of my weekends. So he finally got back home. He seems to be doing a lot better, but I did yard work for him, so he didn't have to strain himself. And then I had other family, like my sister and my mom had like a little dinner thing for Sunday, so I spent my time on Sunday doing that. So yeah, I think it's not even so much like a failed experiment with time constraints. It's just the time constraints are the fact that I haven't been able to stream nearly as much because either on weekdays or weekends I end up doing something. Like I even had to sit here and be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to stream at like 12:30 at night for the simple fact that I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. As to how late I'll be busy tomorrow, who knows? But yeah, I just had to do that. Let me see here. Who did well besides me? I think Nino Apodaca did okay. Apodaca can be praised. You know what? Rolo Love did pretty okay. All things considered. All right, let's see. So Freer's definitely not going to be happy with Eddie after that. Looking at a week. Okay, so he'll be fine by next event. Well, Heron on the rise. One to watch. All right, so we've got that taken care of. But yeah, I've absolutely been busy booking, like pre-booking a lot of that stuff. When I have some spare time, I've been like getting into this and pre-booking some stuff so that I have that ready and set up. Just see if there's anything. They have to keep doing awards and stuff because there's just nothing to talk about. Severin Liege. This looks like a guy who, let's see, troublemaker. That might be it. He might be a not the greatest backstage guy. Wonder how good he is. He's a very technical wrestler and kind of flashy. But yeah, that troublemaker is not the greatest part. Let's see. Friday, Saturday. All right. Chicago, Illinois. Great Lakes Wrestling. Now we gotta start booking our next big event. Oh, do we have backstage? Yes, we do. Trent Tubbs. Hey, he brought free drinks for everybody. Of course he did. God damn. If there's any dude who's gonna bring drinks, it's gonna be Tubbs. What was I sitting here thinking about? Oh, do we have our title set up? We do. We have the one belt, and then we have another belt. All right. So, are we at that point yet? Have we singled out our guys yet? I don't know yet. Let's see. Water Lehman, Death Wolverine, The Sensation. Let's see. How good are some of these guys? He's Landon. Okay. Who did I have as the Sensation? Oh, it was Edwin Quarry. Okay. So I don't even remember all these guys sometimes. Where'd you make those belts? They were already in the mod. I haven't made any belts for these promotions just yet. I do have plans once I get a little bit bigger and I can start adding in more like areas that would have wrestlers, but I'm not quite at that point yet. But I have I have this like grand idea of start bringing a lot of this together into like an NWA style thing. I think that's the eventual goal here, is to have like an overarching NWA where I can have a major promotion that I run, and I just have a series of like little territories that will run like the smaller shows with the up and coming wrestlers. And then I can mostly just book monthly super shows with these wrestlers. Let's see here. Death Wolverine, the Sensation. Let me see how good did they do again? Edwin Corey did pretty good as the Sensation. Bardalis did pretty good. Masahiro Shinko. Lehman did terribly, and I even gave him the... All right. I kind of want to start some form... Let's see. Lance Whitfield should maybe face... let's do Chamberlain. How about that? I'm thinking exclude already booked. We could do... Lance Whitfield. He's unimportant, but that's all right. All these guys are unimportant right now. I wonder if we should put Death Wolverine out there instead. Let me see here. Put that out there. 71 and 75. Okay. So we could honestly give them... I wonder if we could give them the main. Lance Whitfield should probably be the main, so... There we go. We'll make it an open match. We'll make it... we can kind of have Albert Chamberlain be a little bit higher up on the card. All right, Bardalis needs to eat somebody else. Who hasn't debuted yet? Ernesto Rea hasn't debuted yet. What is he supposed to do? He's got a Street Fighter gimmick. Probably not a guy we need to feed to Bardalis, honestly. I think there's probably other dudes. Tominaga looking like the world's oldest 20-year-old. Yeah, I think Tominaga could work. What's his size? 6'1", 258? Okay. Yeah, and Bardalis is massive, so... There you go. We just need Bardalis to just annihilate him. Victor. Domination. Decisive. There you go. Drop that in there. Tominaga has decent brawling, but for right now, he can get fed to Bardalis. Because he needs to go up there. Let's do... Yeah, let's do another three-way. I'm thinking the Sensation... The Sensation can go up there. Let's see. We can put a couple of these other guys who haven't officially wrestled yet. So like Michael Schoaf. What is the Sensations thing? Silent Assassin, but he's terrible at it. And Ewan Gibbs, I would say is probably it. He's a Hispanic cowboy. Because that always works. Asian cowboy worked a while back, so why not? we're just ahead of the curve here. Can we go 12? 36 is really bad. They're not going to allow this to go more than like... I really want this to go a little bit longer, so what if we put Fua in? What does he got? He's got 85. This guy probably... He's very charismatic. I wonder if he should go in. Well, you know what? He's got one match. We don't have to necessarily... This isn't necessarily burying him compared to other people. So I won't worry too much about it if he loses to the Sensation. We'll make it an open match. And decisive. There we go. Drop that in there. All right, Braxton Rock needs somebody. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's get Braxton Rock, and Ernesto Rhea has a Street Fighter gimmick as well, so we can make it a thing. Let's see, how good is his? Even his brawling isn't as good as Braxton Rock's, I think. Braxton Rock is pretty much just a brawler. That's all right. But his whole thing, Rhea's whole thing can be that he's just a stiff Street Fighter type guy. 62, 89. Yeah, we can go like 13 minutes. Braxton Rock will still be the victor. But it's going to be an open match. We'll make it, you know what? We'll make it a submission finish. How about that? Well, I wonder what does he have? We can probably give him something, right? Let me see. Oh, damn it. Here we go. What's his moveset look like? Does a running bulldog. What could he do? Now, if he was going to do anything, it should be a choke. I was thinking just rear naked choke. Just make it... Ooh, a guillotine choke. How about that? I'll give him a guillotine choke. I was going to say, what's a... Let me see here. British wrestling... What are some stuff that may be more than likely? See, this is not really gonna help, I think. I want to see some stuff that maybe did well. Catch wrestling. Let's see if there's any submissions, because catch wrestling came from the United Kingdom. They don't really say much, just chokes. But yeah, probably should be a choke. We'll just do that then. Yeah, we'll just keep the guillotine choke then. Put that up there. We should throw a tag match in there. We're at 61 minutes already. Wow. Amazing the the stamina output between the two brands already. We could do, let's see, we could throw a tag team together, right? I'm thinking let's see. We'll put Landon Jericho with Manny Villalobos. And who else? Who hasn't? Michael Schoaf. All right, we could use it. We could use him for a short tag match. How about that? Cody Dewey. Cody Dewey's the only other guy it looks like that hasn't. That's all right. This man doesn't look like too much anyway. Oh wow, actually his brawling and his technical are quite good. His charisma and microphone, he's actually quite good. Why does he look the way he does? Oh well. But he'll take a loss for right now. It's fine. It's one show. I guess it doesn't. I guess we could do either way, honestly. We could do Cody Dewey. Oh, we should move this down to like 6 minutes. That's because that's going to be the most. Open match, decisive win. There you go. Put that like right there. Put that there. All right, save that, and then we can start booking around it. Bardalis. Bardalis still wants more. And better competition to feed on. 2 minutes. Menace. He's got to be good at Menace, right? I mean, the man's 6'8", 319 pounds. Yeah. That's definitely why I've booked him this way. I was like, he's a top level Menace. Nope. There you go. Let's see. Is Gibbs good at his star quality's okay. His entertainment value is alright. Oh, Fua's good. He's from Japan though. He can't speak English right now, so that's whatever. He can speak English, right? Yeah, he's fine. Oh, he's from the southeast, it's fine. Sensation doesn't speak, so that's why he has the silent assassin gimmick. So, all right. We can have whoops. Gibbs intros himself. Let's see. As a native Texan on a ranch coming up to fight guys in the big cities. Show. He's just a ranch hand coming to the big city. That's his whole gimmick. His gimmick is a cowboy. He was using. There we go. Yeah, that we need to keep feeding Bardalis. But I think we're about to the point where we're gonna have our first title match. And you can kind of already see probably where this is gonna go. Let's see here. What was Landon Jericho's gimmick? I wish it told me. Do I have any gambler gimmicks? Not yet. I should. We are in the roaring 20s. I mean, obviously I'm doing the Moonshine Runner gimmick, but yeah. Let me see here. There's probably some guys I could use, right? Death Wolverine. We could do something with Death Wolverine. Let me see. Wyatt Walton, I think. Yeah, Wyatt Walton. Do that. He could do something as well. So we'll have Death Wolverine. And how about Wyatt Walton? Whoops. Wolverine out. Interrupted by Walton, who let's see here. Should we just do the actual? Yeah, the very, yeah, it's the vaudevillains, but it's actually very timely because it's at that time. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll just put it simply like that. There you go. Drop that right there. Let's see. These guys have also got to be able to talk to, right? Let's see. Dwayne Lewis, Walter Lehman. Are they good at anything? He's got a slob gimmick. He's okay at he's okay. And Lehman's terrible in the ring. Tell me he can at least talk. Hey, he's okay. Rockstar. What type of rock star they have in the 20s? Let's see. Let's see. Someone should interrupt him. How about what is Subaru doing? He's got a mysterious gimmick. Doo-wop. He's a 1920s idol. Maybe he's almost like a intermission type deal. There you go. I actually, honestly, I might just leave it as is. He just comes out and he's literally just like he literally comes out to do like an intermission song. Like, hey, listen, we just need to split this up a little bit. There you go. We'll just do that. Let's see. Mime gimmick jobber. That could be Michael Schoaf. I could just go into Photoshop and just paint on like a face for him. Let's see here. Dewey can at least talk, so you know what? We might be able to do something with that. Why does he have a biker gimmick? Maybe we should change that. He hasn't debuted that yet. What can he do? What can you do? Let's take a look at your abilities right now. Can't play swagger, can't play offbeat or stable. Okay, that's fine. But let me see here. We don't have a lot of fun. There's a couple fun things in here, but I feel like we could how about that? A dual sports superstar. So he's not a jobber. I don't know if he has the look of like aspiring film star. I feel like if we're gonna do like a Broadway film star type thing, yeah, we can make him a face. We don't have a lot of faces. We have some faces, but we're gonna need some big faces. We have Lance Whitfield, and then a bunch of monsters he's gonna have to destroy. So we need like a fun face. I was thinking a dual sports superstar. Yeah, because like football was a thing around that point. Football wasn't the NFL just getting started around this time. That could be a thing. The NFL was just being a thing. So he is former NFL star. I'd say it's safe, but not too generic or really anything. But I would say I'd just make it a standard gimmick. There you go. Because it started like, was it 1919, 1920? Was it 1920? Because they're just celebrating that 100 years now, basically. Let me see here. August 20th, 1920, yeah. The APFA, but yeah, he's a... Yeah, they literally started it like the season before. So he... That's his gimmick, is that he's one of the guys who won like the first NFL championship, or APFA champion. We'll just put former football player. How about that? There you go. Considering he's unknown, so saying that he's a star is, yeah. College football been around too? That's weird to think that college football was around before the NFL was around. But nonetheless, we'll do that. Oh, what's his finisher? We should make it related to, he could do like a tackle, right? What's his thing? Crossface chicken wing? Nah. Do you got just a tackle? 3-point stance really is probably. There you go. Yeah, 3-point stance. If I'm gonna do this, maybe Cody Dewey isn't the greatest name. I'm changing a lot about him, but I don't know. I could keep with that, but I wonder if you could give me a better name. Roy Locke. You know what? I'll take that. Nope, that's just his name, Roy Locke. I like that better. There you go. Yeah, it's not like Locke isn't a big football name at this point anyway. Dewey Dozer. Locke says... let's see. How about this? He is here because football kicked him out for being too violent. Wasn't that somebody's gimmick in WWE too? Didn't somebody in WWE have that gimmick? That they were like on a sports team and they were too violent. Wasn't it like a rugby thing, or I can't remember what the hell it was. Actually, there you go. Feel like that was definitely a thing at one point. The Goon. Oh my god. He's a 1920s football version of the Goon. Oh my god. Except he's not as stupid. I could make him a stupid. Oh my god. Oh. Skate over there. Skate over there when he comes out of the penalty box, just starts taking hits. What are you doing? Hit him. Oh. Oh my god. He's a 1920s football version of the Goon. I don't know if you meant the wrestling version of the Goon or the Sean William Scott movie. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the Sean William Scott Goon. Braxton Rock is coming out, which means we get to have good old Trent Tubbs. Oh, that was the Wrestling Goon's actual gimmick? Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the Sean William Scott movie version. Except slightly less stupid. I knew there was a wrestler whose gimmick was that. Is that they were in sports. Oh no, Cesaro. I think Cesaro originally had that gimmick too, didn't he? Because like, wasn't Cesaro's original gimmick that he was like a rugby player, but it wasn't violent enough for him? I want to say that was his original gimmick when he first came in as Antonio Cesaro. He was a rugby player and he quit rugby because it wasn't violent enough. Or he was too violent for it. I can't remember. But I remember it was used at some point recently too. Yeah, it was one of his, other than the speaking 5 languages and yodeling and all the other shit. Tubbs out, puts over Rock. Says he found a guy on the street who wants to fight him. What can I use for Braxton Rock's skills? Star quality is something I should probably use, honestly. Considering he's being talked up. It'd work well. There you go. I need some more water here soon. But I'm almost done with this, so. Let's see. It wasn't until I remembered the 5 languages thing that he also did the yodeling shit. Holy shit. Okay, so let's see here. They don't like Gibbs or Chamberlain being used this much on the show. Jesus. I wonder if I should cut down some of the time a little bit. I mean, at this point, I don't really care. It's whatever. It's not like it's gonna affect things that much. We're already like a nobody promotion, so Um, Lehman. I'm gonna change that real quick. There you go. I'm trying to think if there's anything besides just the one little. I guess I could just do it. Lance Whitfield. Whitfield out says he's a prize fighter. Wants to fight for prize here in Chicago. Or you know what? We'll put over the actual promotion in GLW and uses Menace. There you go. So he fights Albert Chamberlain. They already said he's being used too much, so I won't give him a thing. But then we need to have our big ending. Lance Whitfield. Bardalis. Bardalis out. He and Whitfield stare down. Announced next month. Crown first champion. There you go. Menace. But I'm going to put bigger success. They're going to have a lot of heat coming into this. There you go. All right. Bardalis wants bigger competition and Whitfield wants a prize. Obviously, we are going to have this. All right. Make sure to save that, and I think we're good. 90 minutes, 74. Oh. We just, I think, just need to shave off. Yep, we just needed to shave off a minute or two. Perfect. All right, so Great Lakes Wrestling, our second official show here in Chicago. 109 people showing up for it. And opening up with Bardalis once again. This time he's taking on Haruhiko Tominaga. He's got a rebellious gimmick, but did pretty well. And let's see. Oh, got a good chemistry. That's good. But nonetheless, got the crowd hotter. Got a strong start here in just under 8.5 minutes. Ends up hitting a jawbreaker on Tominaga, and Bardalis gets the victory. Not ending on a choke slam. He probably should have something. Probably should have something big. I need to think. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be a choke slam, but yeah, he needs something big. But Bardalis screams that he still wants more. He still needs more, and just having these basic guys who aren't on his level is not going to satisfy him. And he needs better competition to feed on. And he's going to start looking for it. Ewan Gibbs comes out. He is a cowboy, and he works on a ranch in Texas. And he's decided he heard about Great Lakes Wrestling and wanted to come to the big city and try out his toughness on the guys here in the big cities. So he's part of this three-way dance, including the debuting Michihiro Fua and the Sensation. And let's see, not subpar wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, but nonetheless, Gibbs went out first, and then Fua went out, and the Sensation gets the win in just under 12 minutes. Gorilla Press Slam. 6'7" guy. I'm trying to think what would What would look somewhat impressive? I'm trying to think. Yeah, either a choke slam or a power slam, something like that. I'll have to think about it once we get done with this. Death Wolverine comes out, and it looks like he was going to say something, but Wyatt Walton instead starts walking out, and he just starts kind of like creepily looking at him and just eyeing him up and down and just walking around him. And Wolverine, you can't really tell based on the mask if he's, not happy with this or not. But eventually, Walton just kind of gets face to face with Wolverine and just punches him in the face. And this starts a fight between Wolverine and Walton as they brawl until security comes in to break that up. We get a little bit of a break with all of this as Wilder Lehman comes out, as he is very musically inclined. He says that he's not the greatest wrestler, but he wants to show off his musical skills, and he performs an original song. I should just start saying in the 20s. He just starts performing like very famous songs. He came up with this song called Yellow Submarine. You might not like it now, but your kids are going to love it. But he performs one of his original songs for the crowd as a bit of a lull between the two halves of the show. We get terrible wrestling for our next match. Landon Jericho and the debuting Manny Villalobos taking on the debuting Michael Schoaf, and Roy Locke also debuting. Locke not doing terribly. Oh man, I'm gonna need some more road agents. I need some better road agents, but nonetheless, terrible wrestling, non-existent crowd heat. But Roy Locke and Michael Schoaf get the victory in just under 6 minutes. As Roy Locke comes in, he sets up in a 3-point stance and just tackles Villalobos to the ground and gets the pin. And Locke talks about his time in college football. Said that he spent a year in Chicago playing in the new football league, but they kicked him out because he was just too violent, and he's ready to prove that. Stay here in Chicago and prove that over the next coming months. I think Chicago, the Bears have to be one of the original teams, right? I'm almost positive. Trent Tubbs comes out, and he puts over his new pub fighting friend Braxton Rock. Proved himself last month. He says, he was looking for a guy for Braxton to fight, and he met this guy on the streets of Chicago that said that he knew about Braxton Rock, and he heard that Braxton Rock was fighting people who decided to come into the ring, and he said he wanted to fight him. So Trent Tubbs obliged as he introduces Ernesto Rhea, the guy he found on the street who wanted to face Braxton. But and they do fight for just over 13 minutes, but nonetheless, Braxton breaks Ernesto's nose and then chokes him out with a guillotine, and it is over. And broken nose, if that's all right. Thank God we still have thank God I moved Lance Whitfield over here. I wonder if I need to start moving some other people. Some other people who've been getting booked well. Nonetheless, Whitfield comes out. He says he's a prize fighter. He says even though he's a main event fighter, he is a prize fighter, and he would like a prize. He says there is no world championship here, and I think it's about time he becomes a world champion. And he faces the 1%er Alex Chamberlain. It does okay. Does about as well as he can, but nonetheless, just over 17 minutes, knocks out Albert Chamberlain with the knockout punch, gets the pinfall victory over him, and Whitfield celebrates. But it is at that point that we get the the Spanish monster Bardalis coming out. And he gets into the ring, and people are starting to go crazy as Bardalis and Lance Whitfield stare each other down. And the announcement is made that next month there will be a world champion crowned. And it will be Lance Whitfield and Bardalis fighting one another for the crown of the first GLW world champion. Wow, we still actually managed a 22. So you know what? Good. All right. Lance Whitfield and Bardalis are going to get praised for the fact that they really carried the show. Who else carried this show? Tubbs. Trent Tubbs did too. Trent Tubbs. Two guys who have been originally in Heartland and then our new monster. Those are the guys. How long is he gonna be out? Let me see here. Medical. Ernesto Reyes. Okay, so he's gonna be fine by the time their next show. Here we go. Oh, we're at the halfway point already. So there you go. Anthony Henry. So it's probably just going to be a bunch of Southern Pro Wrestling stuff, right? We're not there yet to actually challenge them again. But Lance Whitfield's starting to get up there. There you go. We're not there yet. We are not there yet. Oh, yeah, that's right. We should make Bardalis's moveset Jawbreaker. Axe Bomber is also kind of an interesting thing. Let's see. Belly to belly. Let's see. Death Grip. Tongan, like a Tongan Death Grip could also. But it should probably be something impactful, right? That's what we need. Yeah, power slam should probably be a power slam. I don't even have a running power slam. I'm thinking that's a good idea. We'll create a move. He'll innovate the running power slam. How about that? Impact move. Yeah, it could be done on a chair. It could be done through a table. Can't really be done off ladders. Weight difference. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way. Running power slam. Add that as a finish. There you go. Perfect. And we are good. Here we go. $23,000. God damn. Sponsor level has gone up even higher. Ticket sales have gone up a little bit. Making more and more money. $7,100 in sponsorship. Worker cost was only slightly up. Everything else pretty good. I really do think I should even though the venue hire is not going to really be that much different, I'm thinking I will spend that $24,000 on having a couple of my studios of my own. Having a 500 seat, having like a 500 seat studio in Kansas City and a 500 seat studio in Chicago would be good. And then they can have their own facilities to run in. That'd probably be good. I might do that next month. I think I'll definitely have enough money by the time both shows come around, but we'll at least do that next month. Nonetheless, save that, and I think I will. I know there are no studios. There are no official studios, but like a small warehouse. Like that's sort of what I'm thinking of. Is you at least have a yeah, that's basically what we're doing is we're buying some sort of warehouse, like small building to house 500 people in. I don't know exactly. Yeah, we'll have to something like that. I'm sure I could find out what type of facilities early wrestling was being housed in, but yeah, it's borderline barns. It's just nice barns. Yeah, so some sort of facility that all our shows can go out of, and that'll be what I'll do there. I forgot I had so many people on my short list still. I think there's a lot of people I need to take off the short list because I already hired them. I'll have to do that in a bit. But nonetheless, go ahead and save it once again just to be safe. But I mean, we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good. The money's good. Like I said, I think that's our first investment because what are we going to do? Launch our own broadcaster? Basically, we'd be launching our own radio station at some point. I think once we get a couple small facilities to run out of, that's what we're going to have is we're going to have our own radio station and have a radio show going out for these events. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. I'll definitely have to not wait a week like I usually do. I'll have to do Vertigo and Idol Pro very, very soon because like I said, I've been working on that. I've got the graphics set up for that. I'm excited for the next month. I'm excited for the future of that too, just because I have a lot of ideas for that. So once again, thank you guys for being here, for watching this on YouTube. Thank you very much. I appreciate you continuing to watch, and I will see you guys next time.